no stranger to this club. I think most of us are quite familiar with Renee. But as her introduction, for those who have not met her before, she has worked in the healthcare industry for about 45 years before she retired. She started in nursing, got her naturopathic degree in 1981, a true trailblazer. And the last 20 years, she has had a passion for Chinese medicine, which is a great big topic. Tonight, she's going to share the principles of Chinese medicine and one amazing technique she's used to relieve pain. I'm looking forward to this one. Please help me welcome Renee.
Okay. So Chinese medicine is a complete healthcare system. And it has tons of specialties, just like in our Western medicine. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests, I'm going to give you an overview of Chinese medicine because it is a great, big, huge discussion. And then I'm going to zoom in on how we do an assessment and how to deal with pain and share my toys. Okay? Here we go. Ready? Is it going?
Yes.
Okay, it's not going on here, so that's why people look up there. Alrighty, so the first thing is that the principle, it's like an overarching principle in Chinese medicine, and it's where there is pain, there's no flow. Where there's flow, there's no pain. And you can take any condition that you can dream up and put it where it says pain, because it's overarching. So as a practitioner of Chinese medicine, our job, or my job, is to find out what's not flowing and why is it not flowing. So here we go. The first thing is, these are the things that flow in the body. We have qi, shui, jin yi, and jing. All right, English, please, right? I do speak Pidgin. I don't really speak Chinese, but sometimes I try. Strawberry in Japan, when I was in China, I thought I was saying, I am American in Chinese, and what I was really saying was, I'm a pumpkin head. So, language is not my thing. But what flows in the body is energy, that's your qi, and blood, we know blood flows. And then jin yi is really body fluids. So anything that you think of as liquid that flows in the body, lymph, spit, saliva, tears, everything flows. And then jing is essence. And the Chinese believe you're born with this much of it. And how you live your life, you're always going to use some, but you want to keep it, because when that battery pack is used up, so are you. Life is over. All right, that's a whole other lesson. All right, we do an assessment. And the assessment that we do, the first thing I do when I would see somebody is I'm like, stick your tongue out for me. I look at your tongue. I take pulses, not just a pulse, but pulses. There are 3 pulses on each wrist, and there's 3 depths. So there's 9 pulses on each arm. And then we ask question after question after question. And these are, I hope that's the screen that's up there, but these are the areas that we're asking questions in. The first thing is we want to know if it's a yin or yang issue. Yin is structure, yang is function. The next thing is it too much of something or not enough of something? Is it hot or is it cold? And then we want to know if it's internal or if it's something from the outside. And then, this is the complicated part, that part's really simple, is that we use these 5 elements to talk about if everything is how they relate to each other, how they control something, how they're affected by it, and all of that gets us to that place where we're like, okay, this is your Chinese medicine diagnosis, which is completely foreign in our Western medicine culture. For example, we could say, you have liver qi stagnation. Has nothing to do with your liver, the organ, but the meridian is things are stuck and you might be waking up in the middle of the night. You might get frustrated really, really easy. We need to cause flow in the liver meridian, okay? Now I'm gonna dig into that pain. These are the things that we look at when we're talking about pain. Anybody here have that moment where you can say, ever since that thing happened, I have this pain, okay? Or headaches, or all of those kinds of things. In Western medicine, we go, okay, let's go for the problem. In Chinese medicine, for example, if you have a headache, I'm gonna go to your feet. And depending on where the headache is, or where the pain is in your head, I love it when I would ask my patients, where's your headache? Duh, right, it's in my head. Yeah, but where? Because wherever it is, it's a different meridian, and I go to a different toe. And I can touch it, I can put tiger balm on it, I can put a needle in it, I could do all kinds of things. But that headache will dissipate within moments. It's crazy. Crazy cool. So when we're looking at pain, we're looking at excess, there's too much of it, or deficiency. Now when I think of an excess pain, this is crazy, but I think of David. Because an excess pain is, don't touch me, it hurts too much, and he hates it when I go to touch him. He wants to move away because it's too much. But when it's deficient, it's more like when I was rubbing Tony's back when he walked in. It's like, oh, that feels so good. It needs support. There's not enough. It needs help. That's a deficient pain. And then we have sharp, and we have a dull ache. And all of those can be intertwined. There are a lot of ways to treat pain in Chinese medicine. One of them is acupuncture, like I said. The other one is cupping, if you've heard of cupping. But my favorite is gua sha. Now these are my gua sha toys. Woo, I gotta end. These are my gua sha toys. You put a little lotion or oil on there and you just scrape. So here are a couple of things that you'll see. This gal, 20 years she's been in pain. 2 minutes. The redness is the qi stagnation. The spots are the blood stagnation. I hope that you think beyond your regular way of dealing with pain. Thank you.